Hey guys, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome to all you popcorn junkies out there, hope you're well. This is a trailer reaction. If any of you are into indie cinema, A24 will mean a lot to you. They're behind some of the greatest indie films in recent years. And they quite specifically have been behind two, I suppose you'd call them, both of them, well, one of them definitely is a horror. The other one is a sort of folk horror film, Hereditary, starring Toni Collette and Gabriel Byrne, and Midsommar, obviously starring Florence Pugh. They've both taken on cult status. They're both incredible films, and I really enjoyed them. Though I would have to say that I do think the director, Ari Aster, has some slight issues when it comes to the sort of final 5 to 10 minutes of his films. He does a lot of big building and a lot of successful building, and then they sort of, they sort of sag, I think, at the end. Or they sort of go too extreme too quickly right at the end. Anyway, he's got a new film coming out soon, and it's called Beau Is Afraid. Beau as in B-E-A-U. Beau Is Afraid. This stars Joaquin Phoenix. He of Joker, he of soon to be released or soon to be shot or soon to be made, Napoleon with Ridley Scott. You know, he's a fabulous actor, very sort of method. He's obviously making Joker 2 at the moment too. And this is a curious one. This, for me, I'm getting vibes when you look at the blurb surrounding this film of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This is a surreal journey back home, I believe. I think his mother dies. I think he heads back home. I think it's a bit of a trippy, kind of dreamy, scapey kind of return to his roots. That's what I'm kind of guessing. But I hear on the grapevine that this trailer is batshit crazy, right out there, really weird. And I'm wondering whether it could be a little bit like Bardo. Just excuse me, because I'm cooking a Thai curry. We can multitask here. So yeah, I'm getting, Bardo, the new film coming out about the Mexican filmmaker. That's quite abstract, that's quite surreal. Surreal, I like surreal. There was that other film, wasn't there? Synecdoche, that came out. There was the other film that came out in lockdown starring Jesse Plemons and Jessie Buckley. That's right. And David Thewlis, which was kind of weird and odd. I can't remember the name of that film. But, so there's Being John Malkovich. Those kind of whacked out, weirded, kind of strange films. So I'm thinking this is going to be one of those. Now, my problem with films like that is that sometimes they can get so whacked out that you just kind of think, well, this is just a whole heap of random shit just chucked together. I'm just going to turn my Thai curry down. Sometimes these films can go a little bit too extreme. They can become a little bit too left field. I mean, I like left field and I like experimental and I like stuff that breaks the rules. But even within breaking the rules, I sometimes think within the film you need an internal dynamic of rules within the film to break them. Otherwise, you're just at sea from the very beginning. So I'm hoping this isn't like that. So Beau Is Afraid, an incredibly sort of enigmatic title, not really telling you anything. I presume Beau is the person. Is Beau played by Joaquin Phoenix? Is he going to be presented in varying different ages? That's what I've gleaned from the poster. It looks like there's the 4 ages of Beau. And as I say, I've got this sense from reading some of the blurbs and stuff that this is partly tied into a trip back home, maybe the death of a mother or something like that. Anyway, well, really what one should do is watch it. So let's watch this trailer.
I am so sorry for what your daddy passed down to you. But I wanted a child, the greatest gift of my life.
I'm visiting my mother tomorrow.
Hi, Carrot. It's Mom. I'm just calling to say that I'm so excited to see you tomorrow. You're my angel, and I love you. Okay, I love you. Okay, bye, sweetie. I love you.
Are you at the airport?
I'm on my way. It's not safe, is it? What do you think I should do?
I'm sure you'll do the right thing, sweetheart.
Welcome back.
I hit you with my car.
What?
I know.
What is this?
That's my little assistant health monitor. Feeling sad about going home, Beau? Must feel totally unreal.
I'm supposed to be leaving.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
You will walk many miles. Dozens will become hundreds. Hundreds will become thousands. Your adventures will continue for years and years.
I just need to get home.
I know.
Do you want the truth now?
I got goosebumps there. Wow. Strictly speaking, none of that should have worked. Such disparate setups, clearly in the mind of a man who is traumatized, has experienced trauma. Obviously in a trailer they can mix up the timeline. Perhaps he's quite ordinary before he's hit by the car. You know, that shot of his mother at the beginning, the frightening sort of really rapidly sort of dollying in and dollying out shots of the camera, that's quite frightening. It was quite scary at the beginning. I was thinking, oh, we're getting top drawer horror here. Then it turns into the surrealism of him wandering through these landscapes, a little bit Wizard of Oz-esque, right? And then the sort of multiverse of him kind of going off into infinity. I mean, Christ, I mean, this has to be a psychological portrait. This has to be inside the head of Joaquin Phoenix, or, you know, and I think the reason that shouldn't have worked, but it did work, sensationally shot, brilliantly edited, fantastic tune, is Joaquin Phoenix at the center of it, giving it everything. And I think that's the thing about these sorts of films. If you've got someone at the center of this madness, this surrealism, of all this stuff, who's holding it together and is a constant, he can be sufficient to kind of navigate us through it. And that's what it feels like. It feels like a surreal nightmare pivoting around home, childhood, mother. I mean, let's think back to Hereditary and the mother in that. I'm surprised. I was expecting not to like that. And at the beginning of the trailer, I was thinking, oh, God. And then I was hooked to the point of getting goosebumps on my goosebumpies.